time we were talking about tarjih and tarsil. Tarsil is to say azan. In the beginning there are 4 times Allahu Akbar, then 2 times Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, 2 times Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, 2 times Hayya ala salah, 2 times Hayya ala falah, then 2 times Allahu Akbar, and 1 time La ilaha illallah. So now these are all together 15 kalimas, and this is the mazhab of Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik and Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahimahullah, because that is in hadith. Allamana Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam al-azan 15 kalima wal iqama 17. That azan is 15 kalimas and iqama is 17 kalimas, because there is 2 times qad qamatis salah, qad qamatis salah, and these 15 kalimas are there in the azan of Abdullah ibn Zayd ibn Abd Rabbihi radiyallahu ta'ala an, the Sahabi who saw the azan dream for the first time. Even 70 plus people, they saw the same dream. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as we mentioned, he asked them that who was the person roaming around you in your dream and teaching you azan? They said Allah and His Messenger, they know the best. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told them that it was Jibreel, came to you in your dream, and then he came to me and he told me that I have made a tawaf of so many people. They will come and they will tell you. So anyhow, there's a 15 kalimas. The only mazhab is the mazhab of Imam Shafi rahmatullahi alayh. And then of course we will say that the Fiqh Jafariya. They call Fiqh Jafariya. There is no Fiqh of Imam Jafar Sadiq. Yes, they call it, they made it and they said this is Fiqh Jafariya. While there is no Fiqh of Imam Jafar Sadiq. Whatever Imam Jafar Sadiq he was deducing, Abu Hanifa was the trustee of the ilm of Jafar Sadiq radiyallahu ta'ala an, because he is the student of Imam Jafar Sadiq radiyallahu ta'ala an. So if there is any Fiqh Jafariya, that is Fiqh Hanafi. Because Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh, he preserved the fiqh of Imam Jafar as-Sadiq radiyallahu ta'ala an. And I have visited that madrasa, that the madrasa which was established by Imam Jafar as-Sadiq, and Imam Abu Hanifa was a student there. That is in the Masjid al-Khalafa in Kufa. Masjid al-Khalafa in Kufa. The masjid which is established and built up by whom? You have to keep in mind, these are important things. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas radiyallahu ta'ala an, the general in the time of Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, when he conquered the area, so he built up that masjid. At that time it was called the Masjid al-Imara, because the governor house is close to that. Yes, still I have the naqsha and the map in my mind that here is the masjid, and there a little bit far, like at the end of this shopping mall or this shopping center, at the end of that there is Darul Imara, or governor house. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas radiyallahu ta'ala an, he used to stay there and come into the masjid. But later on, when Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an, he transferred the capital from Medina to Kufa. So that Darul Imara automatically became Darul Khalafa. It became Oval Office because the Khalifa was there. So wherever the Khalifa is, so that is called presidency, Camp David. Yes, that's what. Camp Al Khalafa. So that Darul Imara became what? Darul Khalafa, or the Khalifa house. And that masjid was called then Masjid Al Khalafa, because the Khalifa was there, Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an. And then this is the mihrab. To that side, there is a very narrow type of door. You will go out, So there is a sidewalk type thing with the main road. There is main road and there is a sidewalk type thing, like 3 feet wide. So you will go. So a little bit further, like the other building. Yes. So there was the house of Sayyidina Ali, radiyallahu, still that is standing. That house is there. There are 4 small rooms. 4 small rooms. The rooms are, what you can say, that will be 8 by 8 or something. Not too big. Yes. And no doors are there. They used to have the curtains as a door. That was the Khalifa house. Raziyallahu ta'ala an. So therefrom he used to come out on that sidewalk and enter from that window. And Allahu Akbar. Got it? So anyhow, still the madrasa is there. Yes, the rooms are there. That they will change the structure, but anyhow, the basic concept is still there. That this is the madrasa of Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq, radiyallahu ta'ala an, where Imam Abu Hanifa was his student. So anyhow, now, as last time we mentioned in detail, that Abu Mahzura, he was imitating the azan of Bilal, and there were so many other youth as well. But they ran away when Bilal went to bring them to Rasulullah sallallahu. But Abu Mahzura, he was a bodybuilder type thing. And as you know, that in teenagers, there is no showing muscle. So Abu Mahzura was a showing muscle guy. He said, I am not afraid of anybody. Yeah, so Bilal brought him. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Mahzura himself relates that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam made me sitting in front of him. I was not looking at him. Yes, I was looking at the ground. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam got hold of my 4 lakh hairs. He had big hairs. Yes, and he brought my face up. And look, this was the love of Abu Mahzura. In his whole life, those hairs which was touched and engraved by Rasulullah, he never shaved it. Never he trimmed it. Yes, so that was just like ropes going to the back of his back to the ground. He said, no, the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala touches this, so that's why I never touched it. I never trimmed it. So anyhow, Abu Mahzura radiallahu ta'ala, he was a teenager, like 13, 14 years. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, what's your name? So he said his name. Samura ibn Mughira ibn Lawzan. His name is what? Samura. Abu Mahzura, he became later on. Yes, but at that time his name was Samura ibn Mughira ibn Lawzan. So Samura ibn Mughira ibn Lawzan, he said, Samura ibn Mughira ibn Lawzan. Prophet ﷺ said, say what you were saying. Yeah. So Prophet ﷺ a little bit harsh. Say. He said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So then he stopped. Prophet ﷺ told him, say. Now, the Kibriya and the greatness of Allah, that was known to the people of Arabia as well, and they were believing it. But in the oneness of Allah, they were not believing. In the message of Muhammad ﷺ, they were not believing. Now, the next words that was regarding Tawheed and Risala, that was not their belief. So he stopped. So Prophet ﷺ told him, say. So he said, yes. Prophet ﷺ said, no. The same tone, the same volume. So then he said it twice. Then Ashhadu once again he did the same. That's called tarjiyah. That hadith has been taken by Imam Shafi rahmatullahi alayhi literally. So now, Shawafi, if you will go to those areas, like in your area, they are doing that or not? In Malaysia and Indonesia, so they say, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha. That's tarjih. Got it? So now these 4 kalimas, if you will add it to the azan. So azan, as we mentioned, that was 15 kalima. So 15 plus 4. Now according to Imam Shafi rahmatullahi alayhi, azan is 19 kalimas. That is one thing. And as I told you, that those who claim to be the followers of Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, mean the Shia Hadrat, So they have added so many other kalimas. Number one, they do tarjih, so these are 19. Then after Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, 2 times they say Ashhadu anna Aliyan waliyullahi wasiyu Rasulillahi wa khalifatuhu bila fasl. Ashhadu anna Aliyan waliyullahi wasiyu Rasulillahi wa khalifatuhu bila fasl. So 2. Then they say Hayya ala salah, Hayya ala salah, Hayya ala falah, Hayya ala falah. So another 2 kalima they added Hayya ala khairil amal, Hayya ala khairil amal. So I was there in Iran, so I asked my host that when he is going to stop. So they were laughing at that. I said that he started at Zohar time, now we are close to Asr. So anyhow, that is their mazhab. But anyhow, so now that is the case. We say that in case of Abu Mahzura, the reason was why Prophet ﷺ asked him to repeat. So that was the case. And he said that for the first time when I saw Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an la, slowly, it didn't touch my heart. But for the second time, when I used the same tone, it touched my heart. And here I completed the azan, and there I asked the Prophet ﷺ want to become Muslim. And he said kalima. And now look, he fell in love with the Prophet and with Deen as well. Because as you know, that in Urdu we say कि मोहब्बत की नहीं जाती, ये हो जाती है. Yes, love happens. Yes, that is not practice. Yes, you cannot practice love with someone. Yes, it happens suddenly. You don't know how it happened. Yes, so it happened to Abu Mahzura radiyallahu ta'ala an, with the Prophet of Allah and with the Deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he said to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that, sir, can I be the muazzin in Makkah? In Masjid Haram, I want to give azan. And his voice was very good. Yes, melodious voice. So Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, okay, you will be the muazzin in Makkah. Just go and meet the governor there. And who was the governor? You forgot the name. Attab ibn Asid radiyallahu ta'ala an. Just go to Attab ibn Asid radiyallahu ta'ala an and tell him that Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that you will be the, yes. But Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he told him that you should meet the governor because he is the responsible. When you are given responsibility to someone, so you have to do everything through him. Yes, that's what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us. That Attab ibn Asid, yes, he appointed him as a governor. So he said, just go to Attab ibn Asid and tell him that Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sent me to make me the muazzin at Makkah. Now, the thing is that in the hadith of Abu Mahzura radiyallahu ta'ala an, the tarjih, the reason is known. Got it? Then, as far as the case of iqama is concerned, so now iqama, that is according to Jumhur. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah, qad qamat as-salah, qad qamat as-salah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Only Allahu Akbar is 2 times and qad qamat as-salah. Other kalimat are single. Yes or not? Yes. So now, that has been taken from the hadith of Bilal radiyallahu ta'ala anhu by Jumhur. Because when Bilal was told the azan and he was taught the azan, so Prophet ﷺ said to him only for indications that when that is the time of prayer, so you will say Allahu Akbar, shahadu la ilaha illallah, shahadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah, qad qamat salah, qad qamat salah, Allahu Akbar. That was for teaching purpose. So that's why Rasulullah ﷺ said it only once. Otherwise, its doing was known already in case of azan. Got it? That's what Imam said, rahmatullahi alayhi. Because there is a hadith And that is by the same Abu Mahzura radiallahu ta'ala, Allamani Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam al-iqamata misl al-azan. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he taught me azan, he taught me iqama like azan. So what is azan? That is 2 times every kalima. So it means that iqama is also 2 kalima. Got it? Now, the sunnah of azan. As we mentioned before, that as azan is i'lam, yes, announcement or call. So call should be with a louder and stretched voice. Got it? So the person concerned, he must say azan with louder voice. Whatever his voice is, but he should have it with louder voice and stretch it. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Otherwise, he can give azan like this also. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Azan is done, but that is not a sunnah way. Got it? As far as the case of iqama is concerned, so people are already present there. So it does not need that much loud voice, not that much stretched voice. That's why in azan there is hadar. Hadar means that two kalima together. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Hayya ala salati, hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah, hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. That's called hadar. It's called in your qiraat what? Hadar. So anyhow, but iqama also, you have to inspire those who are going to pray. Yes. So for inspiration, you have to make it in a good way, not like this. You are going to die. Yeah. You have to give life to those who are here. Yes. You yourself, you are going to die. Yeah. Yes. And wherefrom we got the idea? Imam was asked, rahimahullah, that if the prayer is broken in one way or the other, the Imam's prayer is broken in one way or the other. So there, when he is repeating that, so there is need to repeat iqama. So what a beautiful fatwa Imam rahmatullahi alayh he gave. They, if the first iqama was in such a manhood way, yeah, that still the charm is there. Still the charm is there. People got charged and still the charge is there. So there is no need of repetition. But if that was a dead iqama, so it should be repeated. You know what I'm saying? So it means that iqama should be a live iqama, live stream. That's what there should be live stream on Facebook. So anyhow. And the sunnah of azan is to be given in standing. The third sunnah is that at that time loudspeaker was not there, nor the restrictions were there. But here you have to keep in mind these restrictions. Otherwise, the sunnah was to give azan outside the building. Yeah. Outside the building and on an elevated place. On what? Elevated place. To make his voice approaching people all around. Got it? Here you cannot do that. Yes. And back home, the speakers are there, so now there is no need of going out. So from inside in the speaker, they are, but as much as you can follow sunnah, so just do that. So that was the case of, yes, putting your finger in your ears. Got it? Now, that plea of someone, that there is no need of, because that was only to close the hair from, not to go out of the air drum. Yes? So, it may help your sound to be loud, but the loudspeaker is there, so we say that to brother, there is no need of azan even, because you are not informing people outside. Yes, all of them, they are inside, so let's pray. Yes. Got it? If these are the case, this is the case, so you will be dropping sunnah one by one, there will be no sunnah. Got it or not it? Like as I told you, that raising your hands for dua, that is sunnah. That's sunnah. Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, he has written a special juz in this regard, even though he's talking about different type of raising your hands. But one is, yes, to raise your hands in dua, because these are the adab and the etiquettes of dua. Yes, and Imam Tirmidhi, he has written a chapter, Babu ma ja'a fi mashil wajhi bil aidi, that in case of dua, touching your face with your hands. When you finish, so we touch our face with our hands. Got it? The only thing is that some ulama, they say when you are in the maqbara or visiting the grave of someone, so there if you will not raise the hand, so that is okay. Why? Because raising hand, actually you are asking. Yes, so there may not be any doubt that you are asking from the dead one or what. But I do not agree with that as well. Yeah, there you are making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are not asking the dead one. You know what I'm saying? And if you are asking the dead one, so just don't raise your hand and ask him that I need a wife. So Baba, can you help me in this regard? I need a son. Yes. So Baba, can you help me in this regard? And you know what I'm saying? That is a different case. Got it or not it? Another sunnah of azan is that the muezzin may give azan with wudu. Even though if azan is done without wudu, so azan itself is done, but that is not a recommended practice. So if that is done, you will say that is done. Yes. For example, somebody gave azan and then he asked me, Sheikh, I gave azan, but I was without wudu, then I made wudu. So I say azan is done, but next time don't do that. That is the case. Something is done, the fatwa is one way. You are going to do a thing, the fatwa is other way. You know what I'm saying? Got it? Or not it? Yes. If somebody will say that I ate the chicken, yes, I don't know, it was slaughtered or not. That was for restaurant depot or something like that. Yeah. So I said that even though they say that is halal, so we cannot go to check that that is halal or that is not halal. You know what I'm saying? If that is certified and you have eaten it, that is okay. But as far as the case of taqwa is concerned, you should slaughter on your own or some trustworthy guy and then eat it. That's another thing. But if you are eaten, so we cannot say that you have eaten haram or something like that. You know what I'm saying? This is deen. This is what? Deen. So now, these were the sunnah of azan. Next time we will talk about what is disliked in azan. That azan should not be in that way. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So last time we mentioned that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam arrived in Medina only to give you some extra things today, and that I learnt now a few days before. I found a book and I learnt it because I was making a search and research for that. That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he entered Medina, so everyone, he had an interest if he will give me this opportunity to be his host. Yes, to be the host of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that's a matter of luck. Yes or not? So everybody, he was wishing. So that's why the she camel of the Prophet ﷺ was passing by any house, so the owner, he used to say, Ya Rasulullah, this is my house. Yes. So Prophet ﷺ told them, Da'uha fa innaha ma'mura. Don't hold my she camel. She has been inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Where I have to stay, based on that inspiration, she will sit there. So, that she camel sat for the first time in the place where now Masjid Nabawi is standing. And that was a mirbad. Mirbad means an open field where the people of Medina used to put their dates on the mats and to dry it. Got it? So that was a mirbad. And that property belonged to two yatama. Their names were Sahel and Saheb. Both of them, they were yatim. They were two brothers. Yeah, their name was Sahel and Saheb. Then again, the Prophet ﷺ, she camel stood up and started going ahead. So a little bit further, once again, yes, and the she camel, she was doing that, like smelling something, finding the clue. Yes, and then she went a little bit, then she made a U-turn and sat there in front of a double-story building. And that double-story building was built up at that time in a very best way. And that building was almost close to 1,000 years old. I'm telling you why. Got it? So when the she camel sat down, yes, so she turned to her right, because on the left side there was another door. Yes, so that would have been another dispute. Yes, that both the guys will say, no, she sat in front of my house. So that's why the she camel turned her head to the right side. So it means that she was saying that this is the place. So Prophet ﷺ said, whose house is this one? So you came forward. Ansari radiallahu ta'ala an, and he said, sir, this is mine. Ya subhanallah. So Prophet ﷺ said, let what Allah has chosen for me to stay. So Abu Ayyub radiallahu ta'ala an, he said, so he came. Now, how was this inspiration? Some 1,000 years before, you should write. A king of Yemen. In Yemen, there is a Qabila or tribe, its name is Himyar, H-I-M-Y-A-R, Himyar. The title of the king of Himyar was Tubba. It was not the name. It was the title, like Pharaoh. Pharaoh is not name. Pharaoh is the title, like president. Pharaoh in Misr. He used to call what? Pharaoh. And these Tubba, they used to call Tubba Yemen, meaning the head of the Yemen. So Himyar was the biggest tribe and he was the king. So once he was going with more than 100,000 army somewhere, and he stayed there in Mecca, wherever he was passing by. So the people of the city and town, they used to come, yes, because he was a powerful king, having that much big an army. Every type of people and experts were with, and people were afraid of him. Yes, so that's why the people used to come and to present some gifts and things like that. Badshah Salamat and yes, Seerat-un-Nabi. Seerat-un-Nabi, His Highness. Yes, His Highness are in Afghanistan, Ala Hazrat. What was in Afghanistan? Ala Hazrat. Yes, Ala Hazrat means His Highness or His Majesty. So anyhow, in Arabic, Seerat-un-Nabi. So His Highness and people used to. So he was staying there, close to Mecca. But nobody showed up to come there. So he asked that this town, people are living there? They told him yes. That nobody showed up, even the chief of the town. He did not come. So they told him that this is Makkah. He said, what it means? He said, here is the house of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as much big an army you have, every year more than that, people from all around the world, they are coming here, roaming around the house of Allah. And these people are very respected and honored in the eyes of humanity, because they are the custodians of the house of Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, what type of house of Allah and what type of dignity and honor and respect? Yes, tomorrow I will go to demolish this house of Allah. Got it? And to burn it. So at night he was sleeping, and suddenly the pus and the blood started coming out of his ears, nose and mouth. And it had such a bad smell that people said, Seerat-un-Nabi, what happened to you? It has a bad smell. He said, I'm burning from inside. I'm burning from inside. So he said that, where are the scholars? So he used to have the scholars of his own deen with him. So the greatest scholar, he was brought. When he smelled, he said, this is not a physical disease, this is a spiritual one. Something happened to your spirit and to your soul because of the smell. Yes. So he said, why it is so? So he said, if you have made any bad intention, Allah knows, because he has not disclosed his intention to his people even. So change it. The moment you will change it, that will be okay. So he said, yes, I had a bad intention. He said, that intention caused you this thing. He said, so okay, I withdrew. So suddenly it stopped. Then he asked for the people of Makkah that please, if you can come. So he gave every single individual at that time 7 dinar per head. 7 dinar was $700,000 at that time. 7 dinar per head. And he gave everybody a silken dress. How many people were there? Only Allah knows. And then he went forward towards Medina. So he was staying there, and these ulama of his own deen, Judaism, at night, they said that this is the place. So he asked them, what place? He said, the final Prophet of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, will get settled here. Said, are you sure? Said, yes, because we smelled it. That this is an-Nakhla, even though it has a different title in our books, but this is the same smell. So he said, oh. And the ulama told him that, Badshah, our king, if you will allow us, we want to stay here, waiting for that messenger. He said, anybody who wants to, he can. I will give him enough to make his life here. So many ulama, it is said that more than 200 ulama, they stayed there. So then Tubba, he wrote a letter in the name of the final Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Hebrew, he is called Parakletus, which means Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Yes, that change it to Arabic. So in Arabic books, they mention the Parakletus as Paraklet. What? Paraklet. So he wrote a letter in the name of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he said that I am Tubba from Himyar, the king of Yemen. The ulama of my deen, they told me like this, that you will get settled here, Maybe I will not find your time, but I do believe in your message. So on the day of judgment, please don't forget me and intercede for me. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me and send me to Jannah. And he gave it to that alim who told him in Makkah that something spiritual happened to you. That you are staying here, keep it with you, and from generation to generation. When the Prophet ﷺ came there, so that later was there with a cousin of Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala, his name was Abu Layla. His name was Abu Layla. So Prophet ﷺ was sitting there in the house of Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala, and Abu Layla came. He never introduced himself, but Prophet ﷺ was looking at him like this. And then suddenly he asked him, "You are Abu Layla?" He said, "Sir, yes, I am Abu Layla." He said, "Where is my letter?" He said, "I have lost it." So he gave it to the Prophet ﷺ in Holy Quran in two places. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned this king. Yes or not? What is it? Ahum khairun am qawmu tubba. Ahum khairun am qawmu tubba. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says only tubba he believed in. His people did not, so I destroyed them. So ahum khairun am qawmu tubba. Allah is giving a warning to the people of Makkah that they are much more better than the people of Tubba. Tubba was such a nice king. I destroyed his people when they rejected the message of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So who are these guys? Got it? So anyhow, that was the case. Abu Layla, he gave the letter to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was staying there. Then he told his Sahaba that the first place where my she-camel sat down for the first time, that was not it sitting for no reason. That place is for our masjid. So he asked to whom that piece of land belongs. So the two teenagers, they were there. And they said, that is ours. So Prophet ﷺ said that we are going to build a mosque here. They say, okay, oh the messenger of Allah, we are the blessed people that having our piece of land for masjid, so we make it waqf, give it and gift it to her. Prophet ﷺ said, no, you are yatama, you are the orphans. You are not adult. Got it? And a small kid on his own, he cannot do charity. His charity is subject to the approval of his elder. You know what I'm saying? And you are yatama, you have only custodian, you don't have elder. And custodian does not have the right to donate your money or your property. Yes, so he will buy it. And the Prophet ﷺ did not ask them. He said, those who are expertise in the land of Medina, sell and purchase property dealers. So, Hamid, yes. Yes. So Prophet ﷺ asked them that how much will be this piece of land? So they said 38 dinar. How many? 38 dinar. Prophet ﷺ looked at Abu Bakr, gave them 40. Yeah, give them 40. So both of them will take 20 dinar. So you can say that 200,000 for one and 200,000 for another one. وصلى الله على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله. Nizam, Naqib is here.